Welcome back, everybody, to the 2022 or 2025. My apologies. BC Snooker Open Championship. We've got a great featured match here on the TV table. Denis Lysenko taking on Jonathan's son, Jonathan, who's the owner operator of this room. In action here, Vinny Desani will be scorekeeping, and we have Hanno Lysenko in charge of the table doing the refereeing abilities. So Denis has won the toss, selecting to break off in this best of three match. Be an interesting one. Denis, a former Russian champion, and Jonathan definitely has been around this game for quite a while. Has developed quite a nice junior program here in Richmond. It's a nice long red to get things going for Jonathan. Jonathan recently just was out in the Toronto area visiting his grandmother, who's not doing too well. So if she's tuning in, we wish you all the best, Grandma Son. Hopefully you're tuning in to watch your young grandchild hopefully put on a good outing at this tournament. Do remember we do have Bernie's best in this tournament. If anyone wants to score a century, I will pay them $100. But it looks like Jonathan's breaking down here on 8. Going to be running back into the bulk area. And we're up on YouTube and Facebook on Snooker Canada's page. Feel free to like and subscribe. Feel free to tell your friends. Great game snooker is. Sorry about those technical delays, everybody. It seemed like the audio was just stuttering just a little bit. Hopefully it's a lot more clearer now. And we can enjoy this match by two. I would be surprised if either one of these, definitely I think the two of them should move on out of the group. And definitely potential of either one of them taking the title. But time will only tell on that. It's early on. It's day one. Getting our third batch of matches today. I got another match after this one. Should be an exciting one. A local favorite, Charlie Brown, will be taking on Margot Lysenko. And then we do have a 5 p.m. match on the TV table that will conclude our broadcast for day one. But still, lots of great snooker to be had today. And Jonathan not showing any sign of jet lag. It is a busy room here at Top 147. We do have some Mahjong rooms next to our commentating booth, so I'm not sure if that's leaking in, so it can get quite rambunctious. and acknowledges the fluke. The reds are nicely open. That Denis can make a good color and come down table. Oh, there was an opportunity there. He's got a slim margin, leading 15-13 in this first frame. A slight advantage to Denis in this one. He's already got a match under his belt. Battled Brian Brown earlier. They had quite a lengthy match. Went deep into a decider. Denis definitely found some form in that final frame of that match. Second frame, they really got tied up with a black over a corner pocket with it circulated by a lot of reds. So. Good opportunity here for Denis. He'll be upset if he misses the opportunity to put a few points on the board. Rather be on the other side of that blue. It's just low of it. He's going to have to come in and out of bulk. Probably just didn't have the angle for the blue. He's settling for just a stun back, making a mid-range red into the top right. So it's a good shot here to continue this. Do have a high break prize of $100 in this tournament. Whoever gets the high break, as well as our friends at Street Hawker, have donated. Looks like he has a nice little angle if he can stun over for that black off this red. Oh, electing just to play off the cushion. Not a bad idea. Sometimes, when you're hitting a little below center to create the stun, just increases the difficulty of the shot. Around the jaws. It was a tough shot, but a decent break at 21. Let's see if Jonathan can capitalize on that mistake. See if there's maybe a path there for Jonathan. Jonathan able to crawl back a little bit into this frame, just trailing by 7 points. Here's a long run with a safe on it. Denis is able to find the gap, but might have left a red. Oh, look like the green is blocking the path. Maybe it is available up there in the bulk area. Jonathan just playing smart, getting behind the yellow ball and putting a fiendish snooker, acknowledged by a tap on the table by his opponent. Get the kick that he wanted. He just wants to flick off that red that's left of the pink. Referee Lysenko getting it ready for attempt number 2 by Lysenko. Just played that maybe just a bit too much side. It's gifted Jonathan a great opportunity. Multiple reds. Don't think he can slide by that pink to get to that red and top left. We're going to need to use the rest to get this open red by the top right. Just use the cushion to bounce off ever gingerly. Want to be a little bit low, or maybe straight on the black, just to draw back for that red that's above it. That's in a few shots time. Full attention needed for this red. definitely thought about it a little bit. He does have the pink up in the left middle and saving grace. He's got the two reds by the right middle. If you want to see any results, check out challenge.com/2025 Snooker Canada BC Open Group. That's where you find all the results as they happen. It's a nice cut, good saving shot there by Jonathan. Yeah, this tournament does not have the tablets and the ability to get in touch with Cloud Snooker. As Cloud Snooker has done wonderful works to keep live updating scoring. This is a good opportunity for Jonathan also to take the frame. Just making sure the action is settled on the table behind him. Just has a wry smiles in between there. Is there a path to the potting angle for that lower red of the two into the right middle? Or he might be able to take this red below the pink. This rattles in the horns. A decent little 16 to put him in the lead by 13 points. The unfortunate part is there is a red to right middle. Lots of balls are spinning there. Ooh. Very fortunate just to graze out that red and put everything in a safe position. A little advantageous for Jonathan as those reds are up in the bulk area. Denis really can't put a profitable break together. But one thing is said, if you are at the table, you have the best chance at winning. I've never seen a snooker player win a match or a frame sitting in their chair. Wondering if he's disturbed by does that does look like that red goes by that pink, but it's real close. Yeah. Not gonna go. Got an active chat as well. If you have any comments or concerns, feel free to pipe in. So let us know where you're tuning in from. Great global game of snooker is played in over 100 countries in the world. It is day one of this 2025 BC Open Snooker Championship. It's David Burney in the booth. Glad that you're tuning in. Our good friend Vinit Dasani keeping score. Doing a little, as you can see on the top of your screen there, coaching his youngest son, Rian, who's in the tournament. Successful in his first match, but probably will rebound quickly. And Hannah Lysenko is our referee. Just a little too thin on that last half for Jonathan, so he's left a fairly long red for Denis. Just has to be mindful of that brown. Just a little pesky. Is he going to get the cover behind the blue? It's tough to tell from this angle, but a little tap on the table, it looks like he has. Ooh. It's gonna hurt, but this will be one run out, that's for sure, if Denis is able to pull off. And then it's round robin stage. The top three players from each group will move on, and the second and third ranked will play in a best of three match in the knockout phase, and the number one seed gets a bye into the last 16. You might just have an angle on the screen to run through and potentially maybe get closer, come off the cushion for that red above the. Just stunned it in nicely. It was a tricky red, but he definitely had it there. A little frustrated with himself. He wasn't able to convert. So just 9 points in it, 43 on the table. It's the top 147 room owner taking on the Russian champ. The dreaded double kiss, as we say, double kisses are only good in France, but I think he's all right because that pink has come to his rescue. Looks like you might have the snooker on this red that's left of the green. Looking for some cover, and I don't know if he got it. Certainly is a long red. Referee Lysenko is taking a look. Just a quick update. That seems like Merhan Manashkar, last year's runner-up, has not showed up in the room. Therefore, that is a forfeit. Definitely a good opportunity. No real safe balls. Just ran a little too much for Denis there. A little hammered with that green. Love to take that on. Played for the yellow. He'd be off to the races. Obviously, with the yellow being his color ball after the red, the yellow does was there for the green. Small 4-point lead, 53 to 49 in this first frame. Jonathan just taking a look at the scoreboard, seeing what he needs to do. Obviously, going brown to blue is going to be of paramount importance for Jonathan. John and hustling around that table. Someone should tell him it's not the shootout. And I can slowly roll this in. Take the pink into the top left corner for the first frame. It's a long range shot for this pink. It's all there for him for the taking. This pink for the first frame. Oh, and there it is. What a shot. So that's first frame to Jonathan's son over Denis Lysenko. We'll step aside for a few moments and come right back with frame 2 action. Take care, everybody. All right, here we are. We're back with frame 2. We'll just clear away from our advertisement. We really appreciate everyone chiming in and helping out. See if Denis can rebound after that first frame loss. Real seesaw affair. Both players were quite potting well. it's kind of day one is kind of the feeling out day. Get into tournament groove because tomorrow's going to be moving day. From 41 players, we're going to dwindle it down to 24 to produce our knockout round. So most players have 2 matches today. Some might have 3. We did have one group that was a group of 6. Predominantly there's 7 other groups of 5. Needs to pull up a little bit. Ooh, Jonathan giving a little body language to that cue ball. Just wanted to stop. He might have a path for the brown to come back down table. Here, the trouble part is if he takes that red, the 2 reds that are close together to the right of the pink, it's not looking good for him, and he's going to put a decent pace on this red because I don't want to stick around. He just excels nicely with that shot. But a foul was called there. Like just a little bit of hit. There, good eye by referee Lysenko. You never really want to beat yourself. It's a tough pill to swallow if you make a lot of unforced errors. Good red by Denis. Get things started. He's going to pull up just short of the blue to stay on the right side. Just coming down to take a look at those 2 reds by the right hand cushion. They do in fact go, so he doesn't need to open up the reds off this blue. Got a little glitch on our bird's eye view camera. Not sure what has happened there. Hope to get back that camera angle there. There, it's back. Just, I guess the cameras are feeling a little bit of day one pressure. I do apologize for the disturbance during the viewing pleasure. But it's a good opportunity for Jonathan. They can make a good long red. Black's open to the top left. Pink is kind of tied up, but blue's wide open, so a few good shots and he could be in the driver's seat if he elects to be aggressive. So Jonathan shouldn't have a problem getting out of the snooker. It's the problem is where he's going to leave his cue ball. Well, he's left Denis a chance. Into that red. So that stutters that break a little bit. He was hoping for a bit more. Dominating the blue, so referee Lysenko can hear. Jonathan's got nicely back the ball on that. We'll have a little bit of a moment. happy birthday wish to a friend of the snooker community, David Putty. Hopefully he's celebrating wonderfully in Ontario. And David will be joining us in the booth. He's going to tune in to do some remote commentary over the weekend. So looking forward to hearing his insights into these matches. But in the meantime, hopefully he's celebrating a great birthday today. Happy birthday, David. So Denis is giving Jonathan a little bit of a chance for this red in the middle. Unfortunately, black and pink are kind of tied up. That, I don't think that black slides by that red to the top right. So yeah, they didn't really have anything after that red to the middle, so tried to take the red into the top right corner, draw it back to be on the bulk or blue. Wow, fantastic red there by Jonathan. Hold it nicely for the yellow. It's not easy. Be nice if he could get a little high on that red just left of the black spot. Just to stun down for the black along the cushion. Now you're just going to have to come off this red and be rather high to find the path to take this black into the opposite corner pocket. great Vancouver earthquake to help out Jonathan's son. That red just sat on the edge of the pocket and didn't drop. It's gifted Denis a good chance. The only problem is high value colors of pink and black are rather. We gave that blue a run for his money, but unfortunately now he's gifted Jonathan a chance. Just a little tricky using the rest, but with these 6x12 tables, you gotta welcome the rest as a friend, a tool in the trunk. And most people that play the game of pool on a smaller table, you'll see the rest as a nuisance. But in snooker, it is the utmost important to learn to master that skill. So nice pot there by Jonathan. Just a with that, so gonna have to take on a mid-range green if he wants to keep the break going. Nice little business down there near the black spot. He's got a great shot to get on a red and then get that red in. So we might be in store for a little safety battle here. Nice thin snick there by Jonathan. Not really disturbing too much to the reds and getting his cue ball back in the bulk. Want to force your opponent to make the mistake here. Bring out those reds. Leave you a center of a shot. And let's see. Foul miss shot there. Jonathan will be putting him back. Or letting him shoot from there. Interesting. You know, he could have put him back in the original spot. Obviously, that would have been the second attempt. I don't imagine Denis missing the second attempt, but if he were, then yeah, unfortunately puts the black in there. Maybe that's what Jonathan was thinking. I don't think in his wildest dreams he would have thought that Denis would have gone off a red and put the black in, but once again, he's putting it back in, doesn't see any real advantage that he can get, nor can his opponent. Very, very tricky plant there. I'd be quite surprised if Jonathan takes it. Just trailing by a point in this second frame. It's a very important one for Denis Lysenko. He needs to put a frame on the board to force us into a decider, but Jonathan would like to get this one done and dusted. Give it a shot, just wasn't successful. Valiant effort. Didn't really leave anything on, pushed those two reds rather safe to the left side of the table. It's Jonathan's turn to miss with the red on. And all three people at the table getting involved. Referee Lysenko doing her best to spot the cue ball and just confirming with both players if it's an accurate respawn. They've come to agree, and it's game on. Second attempt for Jonathan. Successful hit there. It's not the end of the world that he cannoned into that pink. The only problem is bringing it up table with all the reds down there. There is black and blue. That's a long red. You just push through a little bit to take it to the top left corner. And then he'll be there for the pink. That's the amount of table that he's got to travel to be successful. Oh, shots missed it, just rattled the jaws. Amazed by his discipline to just keep his head down and just trying to will it as much as possible. As Jonathan had a result here. It needs a big bounce to get back on the black. He doesn't have a pathway for the blue. that pace. That's a great shot. Just wanted to be a bit higher on that black so he could come down. He can potentially roll. Hell no, it's might just be able to stun. He's going to be really high on that red into the left corner. Or maybe he just uses all the muscle in the world. Comes off a few cushions and in and out of bulk after this black to try and get on a red that's on this top cushion. Oh, one thing for sure, you got to make sure your color. As we said, this table now looks a little Lynchian. Beautiful colors on one half and some red ants on the other. So just Jonathan a slim 2-point advantage. The cut is there for Jonathan. Jonathan uses all of his body after the shot. Definitely body language, just trying to get that cue ball up there. Ooh, the double kiss. Not gonna like it, but it could be okay. He's got a red almost into the yellow pocket. He's gonna need to use the rest or maybe a little mini butt extension. We just got some really awkward stance there. Great pop. As you can see, he was on his tippy toe. Completely legal shot. As long as one part of one foot touches the ground, it is a legal shot. Obviously, when you're during that ballerina act, it can get a little uncomfortable, and that can make you shake a little bit. Just hope for a bit better of a breakout there, Denis was. Denis not going to risk anything, just elected to try and play a little safe. Didn't go for the pot. 35 on the table and 4 points in it. Anybody's second frame here. This round robin match. Looks like he's got him in the snooker, so always tough out in the open. Looks like he's just going to try the one cushion escape here. A couple balls moving around there. Jonathan does have the option to put him back. He's just sizing up the situation and he's making referee Lysenko earn her paycheck a little bit. Obviously only a couple balls that need to be respotted. Yeah, this referee, she's perfectly entitled if she wants to make a little mark. We don't frown upon that in the amateur scene. She wanted to use the cue ball marker and the white tailor's pencil. She's trusting her eyes and her memory. It's getting close to being a carbon copy of the last shot, and I don't think Jonathan has any problem just not rising from his seat too much. Be worried about a free ball here. This will be the final attempt as in this tournament. Have found the situation. There are 4 attempts, 3 putbacks. Now, obviously, with a referee dedicated to this table, it will be up to her opinion if it's a worthwhile attempt. You have to make it a valiant attempt to hit your object ball on the 4th attempt. You can't just push out. Oh, and hit that with a lot of pace. Jonathan just lets us know when you were that close. But, of all the misses, that probably was the worst for Denis there, as he's gifted Jonathan a great chance. Put in a red, hold for the blue. Obviously, yellow's going to be tough against the cushion. But with a 13-point advantage, or 12-point advantage, he could extend it to 18 here. Tried so hard to break out that yellow. Sometimes just the players come in and just go walk around the tables. Sometimes people walk right by. Obviously, it is an active room here, but some sportsmanship can come into play here sometimes. That's what makes the sport really that great. Is there a high level of etiquette? The one thing we have talked about before in the booth is sometimes that etiquette really isn't written anywhere. It's just inferred that you should know what's going on, but it's tough to say sometimes when you've never picked up a cue. What are the faux pas? Unfortunately enough, in our program this year, here is a little article outlining the certain etiquette you must have at the table. jumping around. And your player's shot. Looks like Jonathan has the snooker there. Yeah, that's John Kinsella there. John should know a little bit better to maybe just go around. He's walking right in the, there's room that he could walk around and not disturb the players. I'm pretty sure he would appreciate that respect as well. So Denis wasn't able to get out of the snooker, and unfortunately just resulted in a free ball. So Jonathan electing to take on the green. Well, the owner of South 147, I think he did get this table recloth, so that's going to make it a little bit speedy. He's hoping to pull it up a lot more. So there should be 2 points to count there. It should be 63-37. Oh, those are tricky with a good amount of pace. So just taking a look on the free ball, the scorekeeper just having a note. The free ball was a yellow ball, it's a 2-point mark. So as you can see at the top of the screen, tournament director Lance Bromlin, scorekeeper Vinny DeSanti, and referee Hannah Lysenko. They're just getting that ironed out. It's a good opportunity for Jonathan. But Denis in a snooker again. Just trickle off the yellow, get behind the brown, or even blue. There's a big area for him to get behind. Oh, he's playing a little aggressive, going for the yellow. Unlike Mr. Sun, I know Jonathan can be quite a tactful player, but being up a frame and kind of seeing the frame at your mercy there. Was really kind of start to seal the deal. So, 28 in it, 27 or 25 on the table. My apologies. Denis just needs one snooker. He's left this one out. Certainly a potential here for Jonathan. it a bit of pace. Fortunately, he's put the Brown in a tremendous spot for a snooker. The question is, can Denis get to there? Can he? Once again, it's another long pot there. And there's the concession there. So Jonathan Son takes his first match of the day. Denis Lysenko. But we'll step aside for a few short moments. That is going to be our next featured match. Obviously, Charlie Brown's still in action against Albert Lamb, but he's leading in the second frame. They're on their colors, so do check back with us in about maybe 10 minutes' time, and hopefully we'll have an update for the Charlie Brown and Marco Lysenko match that will be next on the stream. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you shortly.